What's going on, everybody? I know I actually don't think that I have anybody on yet. So, in the meantime, I'm going to see if I can zoom out. There we go. Way better. So, I am going after the Night Watch patch by LockJaw. So, just to verify, it is 2302 on July 27th. And let's just go ahead and set this up. Stopwatch. There we go. Yeah. Maybe that'll work. It's kind of visible in the background. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about this a little bit. I have to make sure that I stay in frame for the entirety of it, right? Okay, so the Night Watch patch from LockJaw MFG. So it is 2-star rank. Time limit is a 30-minute minimum. Objective: live stream on any social media platform for no less than 30 minutes between 11 p.m. and 7 a.m. Oh, okay. So I guess I could have done this a little bit different on the time. For some reason, anyways, I must have misread that. Must be in frame the entire duration. Hands only is permitted. Sweet. Must verify time of day during the stream. Just did that, so that's a check. We're going to talk about some, well, I'll just tell some stories, I guess, or tips, tricks, advice, showcase favorite tools and techniques. And then the little disclaimer on the bottom is falling asleep will result in being mauled by a horde of ghouls and or fiends and disqualification. Allowed players, it just says NA. So my guess is if I wanted to have somebody hop on or whatever, they could do so. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's get this vice over here. Let's actually just pick some locks. So I am actually in the process of building out a kit. I think I've shared it a couple of times now. That I'm starting to get ready for some locksmithing stuff, and yeah, I'm starting to get my build, my kit ready to go, and all that fun stuff. Let's get a 50 thou. A short hook. So I'm using Covert Instrument Reaper 50 thou for top of keyway and a multi-pick short hook. We're gonna see what we can do here. Maybe I'll actually have some people join in. I shared on social media, on Instagram anyways, that I was going to be doing a live. So interested to see if anybody actually shows up. It is Sunday night, so very understandable. If nobody jumps on. But anyways, what do we got? What do we got? I don't think that's control. Thought I saw one body for a second, but it's all right. Come on, where are you? figured since it's a minimum of 30 minutes for the night watch patch, I might as well go after some SFICs. See what we can do. Hey. Oh, picked it to operation. So, that's not terrible. All messages are visible. Let's do that one. All right. Let's see what we can do with this Falcon. I got a vest sitting over there that I got from the Berserker box from LockJaw. And I think I've only picked that one, I've only tried picking it once or twice. I have not been successful. But who knows? Maybe tonight's the night, right? So part of it is, talking about favorite tools and techniques. I'm a single pin picker. I have gone back and forth with trying to rake. I'm just not very successful at it. Some of my earlier reels, I wasn't terrible. And then I just got really into chasing belts. And because of that, I just kind of turned into a single pin picker. I guess you would consider this more like a hybrid style. Because whenever I'm going from back to front, right? So this is a 5-pin SFIC. So what I'm doing is I'm going all the way to the back and I'm slightly lifting up and then I'll bring it forward. And whenever I hang, that's when I'll lift. So it's a combination of, it's not really zipping because, you guys know. With zipping, you're more, yeah, it's a 40. With zipping, you're more like, you're doing this, right? And, yeah, I don't do that. I try not to. Everybody gets frustrated. And, I more so slide over the pins to try to find the binding. This Falcon, I've been able to get to control. I think I've picked it open maybe like twice. What's going on, everybody? How we doing? I'm just going after the night watch patch that LockJaw MFG's got going on right now. Whenever this finally publishes, I'll end up having to figure out how to get this actually sent over to them so that they can see. That I actually participated in it. Oh man, that one's gonna be. Maybe I shouldn't be trying to pick SFICs 11 o'clock at night. Maybe that's, part of the problem. Let's do this. LFIC Schleg Everest. Let's see what we can do with this guy. We're going to grab a thinner pick profile here. Almost have to get one of the Jimmy Longs. There we go. That was a good click. There we go. Now I just got to set the bar. Boom. R is set. All right. I have a really bad tendency after I get a lock pick that I kind of like pull my hands back out of frame. I got to make sure that I'm staying in frame the entire time for the video. Okay, so picked a couple of locks, couple meaning actually two. We've talked about the patch just a little bit. What I'm going for here. Tools. We can talk about tools for a little bit. So for me, here, we'll just make it super simple. All right. So this right here is, ignore my flags that are in the back for dimple. These are all multi-pick, right? So anything between the gentle reach that I have, so basically it's 4 deep. These are all the gentle reaches, short hooks, medium hooks, deep hooks, and then it starts with standard pick thickness to the thin ones in the back. Moving all the way down, got some quad rakes that didn't fit over here. Stu was kind enough to gift this to me. So I basically just set this up as my rake holder that I have for multi-pick, because I have a lot of rakes for multi-pick. So, to be honest, I really like multi-pick. I like reaching for those. They're just expensive, especially for people here in the States having to get them shipped over, all that fun jazz, right? So because of that, I would consider these definitely your higher end picks, right? I think everybody in the pick community would agree with that one, or the picking community. All right, this gray tray right here is my Covert Instruments, except for the tweezers at the back. I got the Reaper set all the way in the back here, followed by your standard 20 thou coming across right here. Short hook, medium hook, deep hook, quad, quint. And then these right here are my custom picks that Covert Instruments sent me for, I believe it was when I hit 250. So there are 2 sets of these that actually got made. I have one, and the other one was for my Hippie 250 giveaway. But anyways, so this was the etching that I have on the front of it, just my logo, which is freaking sick. I love that they were able to do that for me, and then my name on the back. So whenever I hit 250, they were kind enough to give me one for me to keep, one for me to give away. I think I actually still have, I do, the giveaway list right here. That's my Hippie 420 giveaway. That was W30Y Ray that won that one. And then our dear friend Parky is the winner of my first giveaway. He was the recipient of the only other set of etched picks, which is pretty cool in my opinion that he was able to get that. So, anyways, okay, whoop. Oh, god damn, I gotta get used to that. Okay, so last but not least, the orange one over here. I got a lot of shit over here, so I'm not gonna really like pull those out. This is Southard is all the way in the back. Southern Specialties is right here, quick and easy to reach to, and then Jimmy Long's is off to the side. I got a Yost Vice with nice little LockJaw sticker on the side right there. But anyways, as you guys can see, I'm kind of a LockJaw-aholic. I have both of their pinning mats. I have almost every single one of their stickers on my desk here. I move that out of the way. You can see quite a bit of them. I should probably put these back over there. And then, well, I got it right here in front of me before I forget. Jeff and Things, thank you so much, man, for sending me your new sticker. Love that. We're actually gonna put that on right now. Tilt that up just a little bit. We're gonna stick this over here on the side of the desk. Come on. All right. Go right there with everybody else. We've got Humboldt Picker, Broke Picks, Lock Squatch, Nola, Isamo, Miss Nola, Keybeard's over there. He's underneath this car lock. Southpaw Pete. I got a lot of guys over here. I was planning on making an appreciation post for everybody that's helped me out along the way, and there's just too many people to say thank you on just a short little post like that I was planning on making. So, but I can do it here. I can say thank you to all you guys here. Lock Junkie, one of the first guys that started actually sending me things. Very grateful for you, buddy. Lockpick Therapy. He was my actual first contact in lock sport. And honestly, I don't even remember how we ended up linking up. But that was before I even got into any of the forums or anything like that. Or I think I had just gotten on Reddit because I was starting to get belts. But yeah. Oh, so many. So, Lock Chuck, Jay Gabriel, Parky, Otter Arms, Shackleman Group. So that's Not Too Dead and Cease to Do. They created that one. DP Locksport, John Holistic, Random Jim, Trucking. Oh man, I can never remember. Lockpicking Paul, Eashlands, Lock Squatch. I said him already. Picking with Mick D. All of those guys. Super grateful. Okay, let's figure out something else to talk about. This is kind of difficult. I'm used to seeing people popping up in the chat and stuff like that. The Night Watch. I kind of figured that this was why this was going to end up being a challenge and why it's a minimum of 30 minutes is because they you have to stay engaged. What's up, Jackrabbit? I'll pop in and say, hey, I'm doing good, man. Um, this was this is definitely an interesting challenge. I'm like I was just saying, I'm not used to not having anybody to talk to whenever I do a live. Let's see if I have any jigglers over here. I think I put them on a keychain and took them upstairs. Wonder if I could just do it with a rake. I can't. These brinks are a joke. I don't even remember how they marketed them, but that's a city rake. This is my nightmare. I'll be popping on one night, talking to myself. Hey, let me know when you plan on doing this challenge, Jackrabbit, and I will try to be on with you to help you along, man. Cause yeah, this is kind of rough. It really is. I talked about picks, talked about um, some of the. I think I didn't really talk about the quality of Southern or Southern specialties or anything like that. Southern specialties I love, and I've actually got them in my my pack out kit for my locksmithing stuff. So really, my at home picking set is something that I know that I can sit down and not have to worry. You know what I mean? I don't have a time limit or anything like that. I can just sit down and enjoy picking on my own. So, okay, so there is one product that I can actually review. What do we got? Appreciated. Hope someone else pops in soon. Hey, Jackrabbit, I completely understand, man. Whenever you got to go to bed, go to bed. Like I said at the very beginning of this, I kind of picked a terrible time to do it. I picked a Sunday. Hey, man, thank you. I picked a Sunday night to do this when I know that everybody's going to be going back to work tomorrow morning. That was poor planning on my part. Okay, so I'm just going to do a live review. So I got this, it's called the Ultimate Pinning Tray from Lockpick Pros. I spent a little bit of the extra money and I got the 3D printed vise that goes along with it. So, first impressions was that this is a really slick pinning tray. I love the lid that slides over the top of it. It's supposed to have a little retention lip right down here to where the lid doesn't pop off. It's supposed to lock into place just a little bit, but anyways, it gives you 4 plug spots, good spot for your key, plug follower holder, pick holder, or tweezer holder. Plug followers and tweezers you're not going to be able to keep in there whenever you go to close the lid. It is super thin, meant for everyday carry, right? Extra pins and staging areas for all of your stuff. And then for this guy right here, let's see how quick I can do this. For the vise, if you wanted to put it in, just take that apart right there, push that up, and then it's flush. So it's actually pretty slick. So here are some of the downsides with this, right? Okay, so it's like 20 bucks for the pinning tray and the lid. This is a good size pinning tray. The only downside that I have with this is that I have only opened it a handful of times and the retention's already starting to go. So that's one of the downsides. The other is whenever you have your vise actually set up, this bar right here hinders you from being able to relock your shackle on a padlock. You can put in different types of locks. You can put in kicks, SFICs, all of those fun things, right? But anything that is a narrow shackle, you're not going to be able to put in here. So, American 1100, pack lock, most of the Abises couldn't put in there. Master lock, you're hit and miss on what's going to actually be able to fit over that bar. So my recommendation for Lockpick Pros is if you can make this narrower, that way people that are chasing that shackle pop, we can actually get the shackle pop. That's what a lot of us pick for anyways. It's that satisfaction. Yeah, we all end up having to move to kick cylinders or SFICs, LFICs, all that stuff eventually, right? But with that being said, a lot of us are still chasing that shackle pop. We really like it. But anyways, so yeah, it's really good. I mean, it's not that it's a bad design by any means, because you can adjust your height right there, so you can get wider bodied locks in here. The Master Lock 150, not a problem. I've got a massive Brinks that's right here, and because it's a wider body, sorry that the camera's bouncing like that, because it's a wider body, you should watch, I'm not going to be able to do this. There we go. Maybe I am. There we go. I just don't have it up enough. Since it's a wider body, you're going to be able to lock your shackle. And come on, lift up. There we go. Got that locked. Screw this part down just a little bit. Get it kind of snugged up. You don't want to wrench down on it. Everything is 3D printed, right? But you get your shackle pop. That might have actually been kind of close on how tight I just had it, which is kind of scary. I didn't even have it very tight. But that is one of the latest purchases that I just got was this guy. I was really super excited about it. One of the features that they highlight in the marketing video basically for this is that because of the tolerances on the lid being what they are, you can have pins and springs and all that stuff in here ready to go with the lid on, and you can shake it and they're not going to go anywhere. So I've actually got some pins just laying here because I just started building a new CL. So let's just throw some pins in really quick. Wish I had a new LockJaw thing to review. I need to get on their website again and do some reviews for them. I haven't done anything for a while, so let's just, before I get to shaking this thing, right? We got 1, 1, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, and 1. Slide this lid back on. Give it a shake. All that fun jazz. And all your pins are still there. So, you know, I mean, it does its job. These are really deep wells. So one of the harder parts is if you've got tweezers, like I do, these cross tweezers, you're not going to be able to go in sideways to pick them up. You're going to have to come in vertically in order to grab them. So all in all, not a bad product. I would have spent the $20 for just the ultimate pinning tray and the lid, and left out the 3D printed vise. That would be my 2 cents on this product. Just because push come to shove, if I have to pick something, I'm just going to end up picking it in hand, or I'm going to end up using my vise. Yeah, exactly, Jackrabbit. I feel you on that one. Yeah, go to bed, man. Have a good rest of the night, and have a good day tomorrow, man. So, yeah, no, I agree. This vise, mainly just because it's 3D printed, it's only going to be able to withstand so much before something just fails on it. That's kind of where it's at. Pinning tray is probably going to make its way into my backpack at some point in time, just to be a part of the EDC, so that I can actually just have some fun every now and then. So, move this camera up a little bit. Now that we've talked about product enough, let's pick a lock or two. Got my homemade 40 thou. Covert Instruments. We're going to get a normal 20 thou short hook from Covert Instruments. And we're going to pick some locks. Maybe. Hey, one down. But, yeah, so still got a lot of growth left to do with stuff on the other side that I've been working on. I'm slowly starting to build up Locksmithing Hippie. I don't plan on starting another YouTube channel or anything like that. If anything, if I do manage to get a camera or something like that I can mount, I plan on just doing like what I think a lot of other people end up doing if they, start doing locksmithing things. They just end up doing Adventures of a Locksmith or something like that. One of the guys that I follow on Instagram, he does a day in the life of an auto locksmith. My focus is commercial and residential. I do not have the funds or anything like that in order to try to do any sort of automotive yet. Automotive locksmithing is not cheap. So, all right. Technically, I'm supposed to pick these two master locks before I pick that one, but I cheated. Hey, look at that. 32 minutes and 33 seconds. This has been an interesting live, to say the least. Thank you to Jackrabbit for jumping on here, giving me a little bit of feedback on some things, keeping up a little bit of the conversation. What's up, Zoe? Thanks for jumping on. I was talking to Jackrabbit just a little bit ago. I'm going after the Night Watch patch right now, so we were talking a little bit about SFICs, LFICs. I picked a Schlage Everest just a minute ago. Talked about some products, multi-pick, Covert Instruments, kind of just touching base on everything that we were talking about. The challenge is only for a minimum of a 30-minute live, but it has to be within the hours of 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. They definitely set it up to where it was going to be difficult because you don't get a whole lot of feedback in the middle of the night. You just don't. So, but yeah, don't really know what else to talk about. I know one thing that we can talk about. Let's talk about it. So, I have a Magnum Mont Blanc, and this thing has been getting torn apart by everyone for being a terrible lock. Now, um, let's see. I picked this one and this Icon TK5 for my brown belt. Requirements was pick 2 brown belt locks, gut, and then do challenge locks and a tool modification, I believe. With the way that this Mont Blanc has been getting torn apart, I am half tempted to downgrade myself from what I am back down to purple, because this thing. So I think part of the reason why it is rated brown, right, is because of difficulty of tensioning in the keyway. The keyway is really gnarly. But I've been watching people hit this thing with the McTickler and a 40 thou like this. So I'm like, there's no way. There's no way that this is real on this lock. So I came downstairs to the lab, and I'm like, if everybody else is doing this, I'm going to try it and basically see whether or not I can do this as well. And that's it being opened. You shouldn't be able to do that, in my opinion, with a brown belt. So we're going to reset it. Do the bottom first. Hit the top. And it's open again. Oh, Lord. It was really kind of gutting. Not even going to lie. Watching that happen and then coming downstairs and doing it myself, I'm like, oh, well, this sucks. So, yeah. I don't know how to feel about having that as a second brown belt lock. I think I'm going to have to get on the forum, find another brown belt lock, and pick it, just so I can have peace of mind about actually having a brown belt lock picked, or my second brown belt lock picked. But yeah, no, I had a bunch of plans to show you guys, like my kit that I plan on taking with me on some locksmithing journeys and stuff like that. Honestly, for this live, I don't think that I'm going to be doing that. I think that might be a live by itself during the day or in the afternoon, to where people can actually enjoy it. This is one of those ones where we're just gonna struggle through. We are at 38 minutes 22 seconds. I am going to go ahead and hit stop on that and start it over. It is 23:41. Oh, let's see if I can get a better thing for the calendar, because that looked terrible. There we go, calendar. Well, it's not even pulling up. Oh, let's see if I can zoom in. There we go. It is 23:41 on July 27th. So not only did I start just after 2300, but I ran all the way until 23:42. We have made it 40 minutes, everybody. Thank you so much for tagging along. Yes, I agree. It is time to go. I am going to go to bed, and hope everybody has a good day. Tomorrow, I might actually jump on tomorrow afternoon, do a live, just so that that we can all hang out and actually enjoy each other's company. So, with that being said, have a good night, everybody, and I will catch you later. Bye.